Welcome to Black Boss, where we highlight and celebrate entrepreneurship in the Black community. I'm your host, Michelle Forbes, and today I have with me button maker extraordinaire, the creator and owner of Inclusive Randomness, Miss Nzingah. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for joining me.
No problem. Happy to be here.
Awesome, awesome. So, for anyone who does not know, what is Inclusive Randomness?
Oh, Inclusive Remnants is a pin back button company. I started collecting buttons like a couple of years ago when I went to the first Obama inauguration, because there were like tons of people who were selling them. And I started collecting them then. And then I wanted to add to my collection, but I couldn't find any buttons that I liked. So I decided to start making my own. So that's just what we do. We only make buttons or things that are made out of buttons. Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm so happy that I found you guys' site, because you guys are out of Houston, Texas, right?
Yeah, out of Houston.
Oh, we spreading, because we over here in Philly. So dope, very cool. I'm outside. We got some family and friends out in Houston. So me and my husband, we enjoy the Houston area. But I'm so happy I stumbled across your page because I want to touch entrepreneurs in all different industries. And I love as Black people how just creative we are and how different things come to our mind that don't necessarily come to the minds of other people, even other Black people. And we go out and we create it and we birth these things into the world. So I'm going through your page looking at all these buttons and I was like, oh, this is decent. I was like, all right, got you. Like this is high. I like it. So where did the name Inclusive Randomness come from?
Oh, how did the name? Way before I decided to start a business, I was like, oh, I'm gonna start writing like random stuff on a blog. And I needed help coming up with a name. I think I just like asked some people on my Facebook page. And I was like, yeah, it has to be something really random. And I just started playing with words. And I was like, I didn't want to like come up with something that was like too specific, because I was like, many of my ideas are really very specific. So I was like, oh yeah, Inclusive Randomness is like a lot of random things, but they all come together and they all kind of work at the same time. Nothing really makes sense. So I went with that and just stuck with it, and it's been rolling with it ever since.
Yeah, I love that name because when I look through the collection of things that you have, and it is a lot of things geared toward Black culture, which I think is dope. But also, when I think of the name Inclusive Randomness, like I thought about it as like, these are a collection of random things that have popped up in our culture, in pop culture over the years. So they're random, but there's an inclusiveness about it because as Black people, it's something that we've all kind of experienced on a mass level. Like it is things that are massively a part of our culture. So it's like, that's kind of the inclusive part. Like it's random, but we're all like, yep, I was there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because like all Black people, we're not all into like the same types of things. So, it's like different varieties of different things that Black people are into.
Yeah, which I thought was very, very dope. So I love the quote, buttons for Black girls who never saw their name on gift store keychain.
Oh yeah, that's the motto.
Yeah, I'm about to say, is this what set you on your path to do it, or?
It kind of evolved. The model kind of evolved like the more I started making buttons and realizing there weren't buttons out there that reflected me. And then also with my name being Nzingah, like I could never find my name like on, you go on vacation in the gas stations and you go on like the gift shops, you could never find your name on a keychain. And then I had other friends whose names might have been like Tiffany, but it's Tiffany with two N's, or Tiffany with an I, not with Y, or and so it's like Black women, like we're very unique. And I was like, one day I just made a post that said, when someone asked me who my target market was or who do I create buttons for, I was like, well, this is it. And so I just made the post, and then a lot of people started feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel seen. Like, yeah, that's me. People just started putting their names underneath the post, and I said, yeah, I could never find this. And it started to really resonate with the people who I was trying to attract to my brand. So it stuck, and I've just been rolling with it ever since.
Right. And I love that was your answer to who's your target market, because
yeah,
it is a specific target market, like whether you know or not. Like there are,
right.
I was gonna say, I agree. You know, my name is Michelle 2L, so I was up there. I ain't gonna act like I'm in, but I did, like you said, with the Tiffany and the eye, like I had a lot of friends who were just like, nah, Doug, it's not up there. Yeah. And it's like, damn, that's kind of messed up. Like
wow. Exactly. Like your name could be Joy with an I and not with a Y. And so, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to be like very specific on who my target market was. And even if you were like a Black woman who you could find your name on the gift store, you might have like a sister or a cousin or your daughter,
somebody
friend who resonated with that message. And so, you know, it all kind of clicks and goes together.
Absolutely. I agree. I was say, I think it's dope. And that was a real cool slogan to just capture that. Cause it is. Yeah. Absolutely. That's the whole experience. So why buttons and not t-shirts?
Okay. So when I first started, like, okay, I'm gonna try to do like a business thing, I started doing t-shirts because I was CrossFitting, and like everyone in the gym wants a t-shirt. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can just figure out how to make a t-shirt. So I would tell people, you know, bring me a t-shirt and then $20, and I'll just print whatever you want on the t-shirt, just to see if it was something that it was fun to do. And then it kind of evolved into like this t-shirt business, but I didn't want to make t-shirts. Like it wasn't really fun. It was just like a thing to do at the time. And so like just to be creative and get thoughts out of your head. And, you know, people was like, oh, I'll give you a t-shirt and $20. And so it kind of evolved into a t-shirt thing, but I didn't want to be a t-shirt company. And so I learned how to make, like I went on YouTube and figured out how to make buttons because I really wanted to make the buttons. And then I brought them to a pop-up market, and I just had like a cigar box with buttons in it. And then people would come to the table and they're like digging through the box and like, oh my God, is this? And they was just like crowding around the table, digging through the boxes. I was like, maybe I'm onto something. Like, let me just, you know, research really how to like print and press and make like good quality buttons. And then when I was like, all right, I'm just going to be a button store. I'm just going to, you know, people probably thought, you know, you crazy, like you're not going to be successful. You're not going to make any money selling buttons. And I was like, well, you don't know me. So I love buttons, and I'm pretty sure there are other people out there who love buttons. So I just stuck with it.
Yeah. That's awesome. And when I ask that question, please know that I do prefer you making buttons to t-shirts. So
yeah, I mean, t-shirts are cool, but it wasn't fun to me, and I didn't want to do anything that wasn't fun. So I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So
yeah, it's just not something that I've seen before. A lot of, especially, I mean, I think you make fantastic quality buttons, just all the different types and the vibrant colors. I mean, because also what they say is, you know, we talked about the inclusive randomness part. You're going to find something that's going to be like, ha, I dig it. But
yeah, exactly.
but also the quality of it as well, and just the vibrancy of it it's very quality. You make very nice buttons.
It took a lot of work and a lot of research and, you know, trial and error of finding like the perfect ink and the perfect paper and the perfect printer. And, you know, it was just like a lot of work that went into trying to figure out how I can get the best quality product out there for everybody. Cause you know, you don't want to be putting out trash.
Yeah. That was actually one of my questions. What is the button manufacturing process like?
Well, when I started making them, I was making them by hand, which is super tedious. Like you have to press and turn and press and turn. And then I was like, I can't do this by hand anymore. And so I was like, I need like actual equipment. Like I would go on and find like on YouTube, like electric and bigger button making machines. And I was like, okay, these are like hella expensive, but if I'm gonna be successful, I got to get the money to get this equipment. So I used like 1 year, I just went to a pop-up every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes twice on Saturday. And I just kept like hustling, and just stacking enough money up. And so I could be invested back into the business. Nice. And then buy better equipment to make buttons faster. Because that's the thing, like, because no one wants to come to your website and buy just one button. You have to have like a variety of them, but then you also have to be able to produce them quickly so that they're not waiting 5 weeks to get their order.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what, if you could briefly kind of talk about the equipment, like what's that process like? Is it kind of just a slide in and it does the work, or?
No, it's like I have to like, you load it, the pieces up, and it's like electric, so it turns in it. Like I posted a couple of videos on my Instagram, like on the reels of like me sitting there like loading the pieces, and it rotates around and presses and spits out the buttons on the other end. So it's a lot quicker than manually doing them one by one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. So what has been your favorite button that you've created?
Okay, so when I was making the t-shirts, one of my homegirls, her name is Tasha, she was like, Nzingah, can you make a shirt with the quote that President Obama said, if folks want to pop off? And I was like, okay, cool. So I put on a t-shirt, and the t-shirt went like viral. Like I wasn't expecting. I think like someone had purchased it and they put it on their social media, and then it went viral from there, which I wasn't expecting. And I even like mailed a t-shirt to the White House. I was like, I don't even know he gonna get this shirt, but I know his address, so I'm just gonna send one. Right. And so then when I was like, I stopped making shirts, I put that quote on a button, and that's like been like my favorite ever since.
Awesome. Yep. What's been, or have you had any controversial buttons?
I mean, a lot of them. Oh, let me see. Man, I get a lot of emails and trolls of people who don't like what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I mean, I think, because I had a button. It's like a button or bookmark that says like girls who don't read are skanks. And then someone was like, oh my gosh, you're a woman hater, misogynist. I was just like, I was like,
oh damn.
I was like, well, damn, you read the button, so I know you can read. Right. But I'm not saying girls who can't, girls who are not able to read. I was just more like, read a book.
Right. What you're saying is that girls who can't read can't even read this button. So how would they be offended?
Right. So I was just like, so I get some people like that. I get people asking me a lot, like, what am I doing to decrease my my carbon footprint, because I need to be doing all these things. People email me about the buttons for Black girls. Well, I'm not Black, but I can't find my name on gift store keychains. And I was just like, yeah, okay. And so I think at one point I had a post on that, and someone made that comment about them not being Black and not being able to find their name. And then like 20 Black girls jumped onto the post and was like, well, this isn't about you. This is about us. So I had to jump in and be like, yeah, like I make these buttons for Black girls so they feel seen. Like if you don't get that, then 2020 just like went completely over your head. Yeah, either you're gonna buy a button and move on, but
yeah. And I was gonna actually ask you about that, with the Black girl showing up, and because I didn't see it, I just know you just mentioned it. But I was gonna ask you how you felt about that. But you do feel like you're creating a product that makes Black women feel seen, or Black girls feel seen. Okay.
Exactly. I know there are lots of people who don't agree with that. And I mean, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna stop making buttons just because 20 people, how many people don't like what I'm doing. I mean, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. I hear that. No, that's dope. Very cool. So what has been the most fulfilling part of your entrepreneurial journey?
The emails, I get like really, really nice nice emails that people email me and they say like, I really appreciate you making buttons for us. I really appreciate all that you do. Like the sayings, like they really resonate with me, and I'm able to like put them on a jacket, and I can say something but not be too bold with it, or and so I get some really, really, really nice emails, and I have a folder that I save them into. So if I'm feeling like stressed or overwhelmed, I can always go back and read those emails.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that's very, very cool. What do you feel has been your biggest lesson in your entrepreneurial journey?
The biggest lesson, okay, so I read a book, it's about like I think it's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. I think that's the correct title of it. And they have like all these things that you can do to like pretty much work it into like how I do my customer service. So for me, when someone emails me, I like to email them back and put their name in the email and like, address the problem like head on. Cause like I make mistakes, like I'm not perfect. I know I make mistakes, but I like to own up to my mistakes and fix them immediately in my customer service process. And people have told me they really appreciate, me doing that, because I feel like as a Black-owned business, people can sometimes come at you like they feel like they're about to get like some BS off the jump because they may have had a bad experience with another Black-owned business. And so I just feel like it's my responsibility to let people know like, hey, don't just write off Black-owned businesses because you had one bad experience. Like there are a lot of great ones out there who really do care about our customers and what we're presenting for our community. So let me just show you like, hey, we do know what we're doing out here.
Right. Yeah, I definitely hear that. And that's what's up. I think that's a good take-home lesson for anybody who, whether they've been in business just starting out or, been in business over some time, that customer service piece it's important.
It's very, very important. Customer service. Yeah, you need your customers. Without customers, you don't have a business.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to say, I like the addressing the problem head on part though, because I think that a lot of times when you do address, things head on, they end up better. But to say I'm a landlord, and when I have tenant issues, just, coming at them, or if they're having an issue, just in addressing it head on, it makes for an easier process. I feel like when you dance around it, it's just crazy. So yeah, for sure. So, if you had any advice for someone looking to become an entrepreneur, what do you think you could tell them? Either steps, mindset, whatever.
Advice would be do what you want to do. Because if you're doing things that other people expect you to do, that don't make you happy, then you're not going to be fulfilled in what you're doing. It's just going to become a job. And I didn't want another job. Like I already have a job. Like I wanted something that was creative and was fun. And I get to do exactly what I want to do and run my business how I want to run it. So if you're out there and you see people who are making t-shirts and you see like their social and it's popping, like, oh, I want to make t-shirts too. But if you don't enjoy the process of making the t-shirt, then it's not going to be fun for you.
Yeah.
Just find something that you enjoy doing and then go.
Yeah. I think that's great advice. And I mean, it's advice that I hear from a lot of entrepreneurs, because it's too much that goes into, entrepreneurship or the creation of anything, to not really love it. There's time that goes into it. There's money that goes into it. There's money lost. There's money invested. So for you to not really love or care about what you're birthing into the world, it's like, it's no point. Don't put yourself through it. It's no point whatsoever.
No point. And I always tell people to track your finances. Like that's like hella important in business, because it's all fun until you like losing money. Like, cause it's not cute. Like I tell people, like if you're going to start a business selling whatever, you need to like price that out to the penny and figure out, what price can I sell this at to make a profit. And you can't be on here like every day giving 50, 70, 80% off sales, because you're not going to make any money. Now you working basically for free.
Right.
So people, like, knowing your numbers is very, very important.
Yeah, that was a good one. Thank you. Free game, Jules. Definitely track it, because you're right. Losing money is not cute. Part of the game. It gets to become a part of the game sometimes. Yes. But usually those things are for lesson purposes, not because you did too many sales.
Like, consistently like out free stuff just because.
Right. Absolutely. So, last question, Nzingah. I've enjoyed our time together. But what is next for Inclusive Randomness?
Okay, so at the end of December, I was able to buy some property in Houston, like an empty lot. So right now I'm working with an architect and a contracting company to actually build my own warehouse. So I'm like, because I'm in like a very, very small office space.
Okay.
And I don't have enough room really to like expand in this space. So I'm building my own warehouse so I can move out there. Then I'll have more room to produce a lot more buttons a lot faster. I have more room just to be creative. So that's the next step, is to move out of here and then eventually down the line be able to replicate that more warehouses that I can lease out to other small businesses in the area, so they can also have more room going forward to grow.
Awesome. I love that. Congratulations. I'm about to say first and foremost, but just that projected vision. Yeah, I love that. We'll definitely, here at Black Boss, we'll be following, keep up with your progress and supporting and everything. And also, I'm about to say, me and my husband are ever down in Houston. So we gotta look you up. We got a couple people to look up in Houston. Yeah. Awesome. I was saying that would be great. That'd be great. So thank you so much for taking some time out of your schedule. I really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you. Thanks for asking me to do this. This is fun.
Not a problem. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. It's always great when I hear that people have fun, because I understand that you guys are taking some time out of your lives. So the fact that you enjoy yourself.
So.
Yeah. Sure. But I have two things left for you, hopefully, that you can do for me. First thing, please tell the people where they can find you and support you.
Okay. So I'm at inclusiverandomness.com, Inclusive Randomness across all social media platforms. And we also just started a Facebook group. So you look up Inclusive Randomness on Facebook, you can join the group. Members in the group get perks. They get to request button designs. They get a head start on new drops. So when new things, like I have a new subscription box that's limited quantities every month. So the group, they get like a head start on purchasing, and they get coupons and all that type of stuff. So Inclusive Randomness across social media platforms.
Awesome. Thank you for that. And I was about to say, that's really cool. The button design, a new drop. That's dope. I like the Facebook group. And and also I think you have a link tree on your Instagram, right?
Yeah, there's a link tree to it. So if you go to the link tree, you can join the group.
Yeah, I can see that. And second thing, I call it Black Boss Tradition. I have all Black Boss participants say their name and then say that they're a Black Boss.
I'm Nzingah, owner of Inclusive Randomness, and I'm a Black Boss.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. What you're doing is really cool. It's unique. It's expressive. It's Black. Like, you can feel it. Like, you can. I'm about to say, when you go on the page, they're buttons. It's not, there are some Black people on the buttons, but they're just buttons for the most part. When you read it, it's like, this was made by a Black person. Like, yes. This was for me. I feel it. I feel like I've arrived at the right place.
Right.
So that's very, very cool. And it's very cool that you were able to capture that in such vibrancy. So
thank you.
Thank you again. Congratulations. I hope you continue, not even hope, please continue your plan of expansion. And I hope nothing but the best for you in your entrepreneurial journey.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem. It was great talking to you, especially from Houston. It was great. It was great being able to connect with you.
You should take care.
Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.
Peace. Thank you so much to Nzingah of Exclusive Randomness. You guys had to look. Instagram at Inclusive Randomness. Instagram at Inclusive Randomness. Go check. I'll put up more information of where you can find her and her work and everything. But check out the Instagram. I'm telling you, like, you really feel like it's like, oh yeah, this for us. It's so blatantly made by a Black person, like you, and it's great because it's also if you're like a late 80s, 90s type of baby too, like you're gonna see yourself in the buttons. Like it's dope. It's really, really dope. It's one of them things that was a very dope discovery for the culture. And I can see why people love it. I can see why people support it. And Nzingah, I'm happy that you didn't make t-shirts because you make damn good buttons. All right, guys. To continue the celebration of Black entrepreneurship, please head over to Black Boss _ certified on Instagram. I am Black Boss Certified on Facebook. And for full episodes of Black Boss, please check out Black Boss Certified on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you to Nzingah. Thank you for everyone for watching. Inclusive Randomness is dope. And please continue to like, follow, share, and subscribe to Black Boss Certified because that's dope too. All right, guys. Continue the celebration. Hope you guys found inspiration, motivation, learned something. If you have an idea, please birth it. We need it. Deliver it into the world. Let's get it popping. All right, guys. I'm done. That's my spiel. Peace.